Hello and welcome into So Rare with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on So Rare. Joined on this Wednesday because he just, when I ask him to move, he moves. Harry Trades, good to see you, sir.
Yeah, I'm not in the Panthers, but I'm the next best thing
Oh, come on
in
now.
this
Come on
in
now.
the Sorare world.
We don't need to compare. You both are
Oh, you
fantastic.
stole my Tuesday spot, Laird. I told you. You stole it.
In fairness, he was here at 9 o'clock my time, and we never stream at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday.
True, but you wouldn't do both at the same time, like the same day.
The same day. I don't, honestly, I just don't think that the So Rare world can handle that.
Yeah, it's a lot. That is a lot.
Thanks everyone for coming in. Let's see who we got here. Dobbsy was in for, oh man. Hold on, my messages aren't showing, Harry. This happened to me yesterday. Just trying to keep us down. Let me see if I can add it back in. Chat highlight. Is this going to work, Dobbsy? It does. Let's move it over. Got to pull one of these. What a pain. There we go. Dobbsy, Dan Cooper is second. I need MLS in set. All I want in life is a Know Who legendary card. And Mortz, good to see you. Been a minute. Thanks for coming in. Feed me MLS strategy, guys, says Mortz. We'll do that. We'll do that. JPS said, oh God, the answer is obviously sell and buy K-League.
We'll get
Don
to it.
Q. Sean Thorpe. As Meatloaf said, JPS, you took the words right out of my mouth. I thought the famous Meatloaf line was 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but you guys are way too young for that. Anyway, Surface Air Missile, what's up? Pico Player, Guten Tag to you. Looking for food. Mike Bastin. Bob Flynn in the house. You knew if we did an MLS show, Bob Flynn was going to show up. Love it.
Definitely.
Wait for the MLS Duos promo post-international break. That's some high-level thinking. Big brain move right there, yeah. DJ Local, ready for opening day. Harry, you getting into MLB this year?
No, not this year. I might give it a miss this year. Maybe next year.
That's fair.
If it's
That's
still
fair.
there.
I have my lineup set. I bought 0 in-season cards, and my plan is to buy 0 cards.
What was the energy replacement, if there was one?
Essence.
Nice.
You get 1 classic card, and they gave you some essence for the energy that you saved.
Okay. So you could craft in season cards? Or, yeah, I guess.
Presumably, yes. Presumably. Mike, with the silver lining here from this weekend, at least Harry doesn't have to play K-League now.
True. That is very true. Yeah. Maybe just the Sorare gods really didn't want me to play K-League.
And yet, you get a star under 23 card, and where does that kid play?
He plays for the best team in the K-League currently. It's Ulsan. What are the chances, you know?
I think, and you were talking about making it like that the last weekend, the Ulsan stack was the way to go. It's written in the stars, Harry.
I know. And he smashed this weekend. He did 80 with just all around score, this guy. So, or 79 or something. My screen won't load. Wow. But yeah, he ripped, I think.
Did you sell it?
No one wants it.
No.
I had to lower the price today to be lowest.
What's his name?
Cho Hyun Take.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see.
So they've got a Choi and a Cho, and they're both under 23, and they're both defenders, I think. It's pretty good. I
think the biggest question is, why don't I have one? There he is right there.
Well, have a look at his price graph, because it seems to have gradually increased. I wonder if he was not a starter or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that sadly crept into the star rare pool. Really?
I think we both know that I was going to say that the pools can be a little wonky, but a star rare under 20, there aren't that many of them, right? And all the good ones are European, and they're out of them at this point.
Right, that's the big issue, isn't it? They're just out of like the best ones. Like I think Musiala is like the only card you could win that's like good. That's European, that is. So yeah, it's a tricky time to like. You obviously bank on winning an MLS guy right now, really, but yeah, you can't have everything, sadly.
Who's the best under 23 MLS guy right now?
I think Price would tell me McGlynn. I could tell you really soon because it's loading as we speak. I well, apparently Brian Schweik is actually one tier above, one place above McGlynn, and then Duran Ferry's in fourth, Waledzi's in fifth, then Musiala, then Mehmedi, the Red Bulls
The Red
guy,
Bulls
then
kid.
Dua, then Penders, Stojkovic is in there now because of his last couple of games. Brady, this is like, yeah, Dro Fernandez is in here now. I'm looking at, and like I crafted him like his rare card. I think I showed you, didn't I? Like last week or something. But he's only like £30 as well. So there's a big, I don't know. There's a big jump. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my guy's literally last but one, below Malik. Sorry, above Malik Fofana and below Shelderup. I don't know. It is what it is. I think I've got a little bit unlucky, but at the same time, what can you do?
Literally nothing. You can do nothing.
Literally nothing. I just sold my Jimmy Mauer. Great timing.
Why is anyone buying Jimmy Mauer?
I don't know. Maybe as a collection piece, he was up for like £4. But yeah, he's not special actually, so I really don't know. Genuinely.
Just a Jimmy Mauer fan?
Just a big Jimmy Mauer fan. I mean, you can't blame him. Like, good looking guy, if we're being objective. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
He's a bit of a stud. Yeah.
But there's like no shot. I mean, I guess there's a shot if something happens and he.
Like if you've got the other goal, yeah, Bond, like it's probably worth the £4, isn't it? Just in case. Like,
yeah. Gozo.
Like I don't have the defensive stack.
Gozo from RSL. He's under 23, right? That's what
Gozo would have been fun. Yeah. Gozo would have been fun. I don't know what his price actually is. Let me check. Yeah, he's like £50 floor, so that would have been way out of my league.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna buy a Gozo classic for Arena coming out of the break, like RSL. Who are they home against? Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. Yeah, and I was like, I should just get a full RSL. Like, I literally considered buying like 4 Cabrals, 4 Engels, 4 Gillivo. I have 3 Gillivogis already, and just going for it. I did see Deke got a Gillivogi yesterday and a what's his name? Cassigan. He's like one of their wingers or fullback or something like that. Noel.
Okay.
I only know because I have one of those cards. This kid, Cassigan.
Yeah, I recognize him. Have you seen how nice the Gozo rookie cards are?
The rares are gorgeous.
Yeah, like it's like purple on purple, isn't it? It's really nice. The floor's high now. The floor's basically the same price as the in season. So.
Oh wait, it was right here. Yeah.
So, unless someone took it off the market, yeah. Yeah, someone literally just.
I'm trying to think. Wait, Are there no classics on the market?
Yeah, that one in the middle is a classic. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the last sale was. Oh no, that's the instant buy. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not that much. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was like $20. Yeah. No, AJ75. He writes a bunch of stuff on So Rare.
Oh yeah.
He's like the French. I don't know if he's French. He used to write in French, but he's like the French Behab. It's the only way I can describe. Like the 2 guys who are left who are spending the time to actually write about So Rare. Yeah, it's a really nice card.
It is, isn't it? They must have a load. I don't know who else is in that. Obviously, Luna will be there, but he won't be a rookie. I wonder. I wonder who else is actually in that. Like, is that the striker in there that's playing really well right now? That young, I can't pronounce his name unless I look at it.
Hazar Khani or something?
Yeah, is he even in there? I don't think he is, no.
What do you mean?
No. As in, like, he's not in last year's collection.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
I have his. Uh, yeah, I have his limited card.
I'm on the collection here. I can't see him.
Um,
Benji Michael, Gozo.
this is like I have his.
No, uh, he doesn't come up in rare unless. What year is that? 24.
This last year.
Yeah. Well, if you go on the collection. No, I'm looking at a different year to you.
Oh.
I'm looking at.
Oh,
the
you're right.
Gozo
You're right. You're right.
year.
You're right.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
the
no.
same year.
This is last year. Yeah, Gozo's the 24. You're right.
Gozo's 16 there rather than probably 17 in that one with
Yeah, yeah.
Zakani.
Is a great line. The floor is so high, it's now upstairs. Well played, Mike.
But yeah, life after fifth streak. It's taken a couple of days to sink in, and the realization of what opportunity what we all had, I guess. I think 5 of us had in the rare fifth streak. Yeah, and it was just one of those weeks where you kind of hoped there wouldn't be weird rotations and stuff because of international break, but it kind of turns out, I think, in some ways that international break actually meant that for one player, I think in Berhalter, actually made him like rotate because he got called up to the national team, and I think there was a bit of that going on where they kind of protected him. 15 minutes, like you bring him on at halftime if there's like no reason to like rotate, if that makes sense. Whereas like Muller come on at halftime, there's no reason why Berhalter doesn't come on at the same time, really, in like a normal situation.
The worst part about that is that the U.S. game doesn't mean anything. It's friendly.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Like they're not playing for anything. Like, and yeah, I don't.
Right, but he's looking for a World Cup spot is the issue.
Sure.
So he's playing for something, but yeah, the actual game doesn't mean anything necessarily to the country. It's just sadly he's in a position where like he doesn't have a lockdown US spot, and I really think it was one of them where just give me a couple of minutes. He literally plays every game 90 minutes basically all the time. So it was one of those unfortunate ones. It was funny, like that wasn't the lineup I was sweating Saturday night. Well, going into Sunday, it was the Messi Evander one. Excuse me. Because we all knew the Berhalter was on the bench, and I went to bed at that point, so I didn't even know he came on until the morning. And then Sunday night, waking up Monday morning, I see that San Diego kind of went off in some ways, do 100, and Dreyer, and I had those two in the same team as another Berhalter, and had Berhalter like scored 70, I think I would have hit it in that lineup. So yeah, it ended up being like my Messi lineup wasn't as close as the Berhalter one in the end. So I had two 40, 50 points away. But yeah, it was just a weird week. Like, what was it in the Messi game? 3-2 Messi game, and then Evander was 4-3. And like one decisive between both of them. It was just like, you just sometimes your luck's just completely out. It was brutal.
It's funny. So we're in kind of like a group chat with Deke, Gator Guy, and Black. Mm-hmm. And I was away this weekend and basically like was off Discord for a while. And I finally opened Discord Sunday night, and it's like 496 messages. And I was like, I'm not reading all this, but like, what happened? And basically, I think like the first line was like, just like DNP hell. And I was like, oh no, like that's no good.
It was late as well. Yeah, because that Vancouver game was the last game, I think, of that night. So like Gator was buzzing because he hit the nut on Nashville. He had the defender Palacios won a penalty, scored 100 because they had the clean sheet, and they just mopped up Orlando. He had the Nashville keeper as well, so his defensive stack was as good as you could basically get.
Yeah.
And then like the next hour, I get Charlotte. Toffolo scores like 98. So I'm like, here we go, 4-5-0 up, and then Kalina drops a ball in the box and gives away an error. And it was just like, oh, what have I just seen happen? Luckily, Toffolo actually left the field before then, so he didn't lose the clean sheet, which was kind of funny. But yeah, it obviously just killed his score. He went down to like a 35, which is actually quite impressive with an error. that was like Hartel then had to play, and he scored an absolute worldie. I don't know whether you've seen the Hartel goal, but it was like from his own half. It was insane. And then it was all on, Messi and Evander then basically for the next day. So even with the Kalina situation, I think I was no, that's a complete lie. I had the Toronto boys with Evander and Messi. Kalina was Kalina was with like what's it called, Berhalter and stuff, and as soon as the Berhalter news came out, I was just like, it was like in the same time frame as Hartel just scored this worldy goal to keep me in another lineup, and I was like, this is just brutal.
I
So good.
I bought a Tofolo like for Arena going into the midweek or going into the weekend because I saw you had him and he was like fairly high in Deke's rankings, and I was like, I've never heard of this guy. And then I was like checking back and I was like, oh, 86 and an assist. Way to go. I think I bought it for literally like 80 cents.
He's so cheap. He actually had 98 before Opta just, I don't know what he lost, but he lost like 10 points or even more maybe in the, because he had like a couple of tackles maybe not given, and then what did he win in the end? They didn't give him any tackles. Yeah, that is insane. He won so many duels again. I watched the game. He literally just marked Cade Cowell out the game and he left after like 60. But like they were like not giving him tackles. Like, on SofaScore it says like how many like fake tackles he won. It was like 5 or something. And it's just, he could have easily got 100 on another Opta day. But yeah, that was a nice shout. It was an easy assist. Like, he just passed it to Zaha, luckily, and Zaha just went on like a little mazy run and scored a really good goal. Other than that, you wouldn't have thought he would have got an assist at all. Like, he was just defending really well. I thought I hit the nut. Like, Zimmerman goal, Toffolo assist. I'm doing all the things that's like the hardest thing to do in MLS. Get random, stupid decisives. Like, Gator got the random penalty one of Palacios. I know Dua came later, but we got the Dua random, last man tackles. Those are the things you need on a 5th, 4th streak.
Yeah.
And you can't really you can't plan for those things to happen necessarily unless you had Kai Wagner last year. And you just had to hope that the midfielder forward and an extra player would carry him. Baby trades! What's going on, mate? What's going on? That was a surprise entrance.
There we go.
Nice. I did all the hard work and all the easy work on paper, like Evander getting an assist or something, just didn't work, Like, it's just typical.
I saw the Evander. I was actually joking to you about this. I wonder if I can pull it up here. It was this lineup, which was already dead with the Celentano. But I saw this at first, and I have for those listening, I have like the Evander, what are these called? Vintage card. And the vintage card has like I'll call it a soccer ball since it's MLS. And I was like, oh, he scored a goal. And I'm like, how did he score a goal with only 36? And I'm like, oh wait, that's not the goal icon. This is just literally the card. But then I saw 4-3 and I was like, how is this possible that he literally did nothing in a 4-3? And then I feel like there was someone else that was like that, but I guess not. Is this Peck one? I saw the same thing with like the icon, and I was like, oh, how about that?
It's a little tease.
Yeah,
Mikey totally says goalkeeper defenders were fine, mids and forwards at the bed. Kind of, but like Dreyer did 89 for me. I had Hartel smashed, BL smashed. Well, not smashed, but did fine. Wilhelm scored 100. Like, I had the players. Markow did 90. I had them. But just not in the right areas. I had some of them in leaderboards. Yeah, BL was like my last purchase. I purchased him Friday night I was talking to Deke and I was like, I've just got a good feeling about Pep BL, and I needed him for like the L15 because it was pretty low and it fitted in a nice lineup. And I was like, I'm just going to take the risk on him. Like, I know his AA isn't always there, but I just fancy him to, get a few DAs, and it's kind of what he did. But yeah, obviously it just wasn't enough.
He's another one I looked at when I got Tofolo and Zaha. I was like, should I just get BL also? Like, the Red Bulls, I didn't think they were this bad.
No, they're not. But yeah, it was just a weird game, red card or whatever.
Yeah. So I think the biggest, McGlynn, no decisive also.
Yeah, but I faded that. Like, I kind of knew McGlynn wasn't the play, I faded Guilherme, and I obviously got that one wrong. But to be fair, Boanga shot the bed. I faded him. Son, obviously, I don't have one.
Yeah, this.
Yeah. So what are we doing? Why am I fading that? You know.
You
They
did
were
tell
2-0
me.
down man after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you did tell me that Dallas were like sneaky good, and I was just like, all
Yeah,
right,
they are.
that's fine. Like, I don't know
That
if I
doesn't matter,
played.
does it? Clearly, you know.
Yeah, I don't. Oh wait, let me see. I'm not sure if I
Well,
played mine or not.
um,
Let's see. I think this is the easy way I can figure this out. I might have done this on Monday, actually. Now that did I play him? I
no,
did in All Star.
JP, rise is deceiving you, Mister. This is a poppy, not an ollie pop. There's a difference, big difference.
I don't think I've ever heard of Ollipops. Is it just the British poppy?
No, I think they're both US. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no ollie pop cream soda ones in the store yesterday, so I had to go for poppy. Less calories though, so you know.
Don said the
Nashville wasn't the stack to play Donkey.
Yeah, it wasn't
Hani
though,
Mukhtar,
right?
go check his score.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have gone Espinoza, Surridge. Well, yeah, you'd have to go Espinoza midfielder, otherwise it doesn't work. Because none of their midfielders scored well, I don't think.
But Tag said 67.
Yeah, don't know if that gets you. Like, does that get you there? If you go Palacios, Schweik, Espinoza, Surridge, it probably does get you there, I'd say.
The Espinoza midfielder card. Yeah, you're right. That's the card.
Yeah. You just go double defense, Espinoza Classic, and Surridge get you there. But like, as much as we all hate Hani, someone like it's hard to kind of fade him in that stack realistically, because Andy Najar's been terrible all season. He hasn't peaked at all. So
I feel like he had one. I thought he had one good game. No,
maybe, but I don't recall. Well, I mean,
against Miami, where you probably don't play him anyway. Yeah, 74 against Dallas. That's not bad.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's not like super peaky. That's all. So Harry, there was a question earlier, which is really just the question of the show. Does your top team go into leaderboards now? And actually, before we even get to that, you bought a bunch of cards to chase this fifth streak, and you don't want to keep all of them.
No, to be honest, I just think I think I have just too much, if that makes sense. Like, it was geared for that 1 week, you know, and I was fine with that, knowing like if I did miss, then I'm quite happy to move some on. But like, I don't think I do well with loads of good cards, genuinely. Like, we've mentioned this before, but I just think I don't like having too many of them. Especially, I have more keepers than like the spots in MLS Rare. Like, I have more than 6, put it that way. I don't really want to be in that position. Like, I'd rather just have 6 and rotate around, you know, at worst, like if I have less, whatever. But yeah, like I just don't feel comfortable. Not from like I don't want to lose money on these cards type of position, really. It's more just like I don't want to, like I don't want too many like dilemmas every week. Like I just want to plug and play a little bit until it gets to like the serious 4th and 5ths again, if I ever get there. Like for this week coming up now, like, my best teams probably will go into leaderboard for the first 2 teams, and then my 3rd team build will be my first streak one, because like I'm on first streak. Like I just can't get up for that anymore. Like I just can't. Like there's just no way I'm going to put my best players in there, because I'd like to think my 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th best lineup, one of those hits the first streak, right? Like if it don't, I've probably got an issue. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable having all the.
Yeah, I think the biggest question right now is like, so Deke is actually the one that made me start thinking differently about whether you should continue to put your top lineups in streaks, because that Grand Prix payout, like 500, or what did he win? 50,000 essence, and 520 points is crazy. So it's not like you can rely on scoring 520, even though Deke's now done it twice this season. But I do just keep wondering if putting your best teams in streaks is enough. Like if the possibility of scoring that many. Now, I think it's pretty unbelievable that he won that solo.
I know. That just shows how low scoring it was in reality, right? Like, he's done really well there to do that.
Yeah, it was just really funny because obviously wasn't going for the 5th streak, and he was like super bummed about it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, hey, here's 50,000 essence to make you feel better about it.
Like 50,000. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's actually crazy.
I was joking earlier
Yeah.
today, just like going into his gallery, and it's just like crafted, and it's
Yeah,
just so funny
show
to
me.
see.
I want to see how many. I kind of scammed. I skimmed through the stream this morning, I think, and saw some of the polls, but I haven't looked in the gallery to just see how funny it looks with.
Like, I think he's sold it. I don't know if he sold any, but like, because this doesn't seem like the order I was in. But like, Larice, Duncan, I don't even know who this kid is. Julian Odd. There's Kaliskan and Gilavogi. I ended up getting a notification for the stream just as it ended last night, and I like found some random spot, and I saw him pick this Uruguay MLS. I didn't even get to the point where he was just, I just literally watched him like click it, and he's just like, Fagundes.
And if he got,
like, I don't even know who else it could have been, but he has some good ones here, like Tiago, Jamo, Soletros, Hartle, RDP. But like, we're still Timo Werner. These are all from yesterday. So it's literally from this Piet all the way up are cards that he crafted last night.
you think he would have hit like a Messi once or something?
I don't know if he, I assume if he was in like a room that Messi was in, we would have heard of it. So yeah, it is kind of surprising that, I mean, basically, is Hartle the most expensive guy here?
Yeah, him and RDP are like the same ish.
Yeah. And maybe, I assume Larice is cheaper.
Sorry, Larice is the most expensive.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
the most? Okay, yeah. Holty said I'd raw dog all 50 crafts. I don't know if he did or not, to be honest. I still haven't been able to see it yet. $500 in the leaderboard is what that team would have won.
Yeah. I mean, judging off the crafts, if he did use everything, you're probably better off having the 500, but it's not too far off at all.
Would you rather have $500 or 50,000 essence?
I think I don't know actually. You'd like to think you'd won the 50,000, but judging off what Deke's crafted here, it's roughly the same, if not a bit less than the 500, I would say.
Yeah, it's also just a lot more fun. How about that?
Oh yeah, I would take the 50k essence. I think I would.
Mike said he's already crafted 3 dryers, so we don't need to feel bad for him. Okay, he used the highest tier clue every time and then went from there. That makes sense. I mean, he can make a very good lineup for literally the next game week, just on the guys that he crafted.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
100%.
I feel like
I think
he's not. I feel like this is just not his move.
No, probably not. I know he did sell one of the dryers, didn't he, to Gator, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, that was a week ago though. Oh yeah. I just meant from last night. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. It's. I mean, yeah. 50. What was this? 50K if Nep is crafting, 500 pounds if Laird is crafting. I think I would probably take the essence, to be honest, because I'm willing to like chance the upside on that. 519 points would be $300 and no Grand Prix payout. So if you're on streak 1, then just 500 essence. Yeah, but JPS, that's why you just score 520. That's all. No reason not to score 520 if you could just score 520. Man, I keep having this issue with my mic. It's like automatically lowering itself. I just had to check it.
Is it still moving?
Yeah, moves on its own. You'd think I'd have some sort of AI agent doing my computer, but I don't. Maybe I need one.
Yeah, you sound good to me.
Yeah, I think it's just, up and down. We'll see. Anyway, so you want to get rid of some of the best cards, even though you're going to prioritize leaderboards for the first couple streaks?
Yeah, most of it. Like I'll still keep all the classics and stuff I've got because they're like mainly high XP and stuff. But yeah, like, do I need an in-season Berhalter when I have the classic? Not really, for now. If I need to get him back, I get him back. But yeah, little things like that, I think could go out and help somebody that's on the fifth streak, maybe coming out of the international break, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not him specifically, but just any decent card. Yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, like I just made sure I had every angle covered for that weekend, but that doesn't mean to say like I won that for the rest of the season. Like, that's just not like how I like to play, if I'm being honest. Like I like working my way into these things like I did. And I'm quite happy to just like strip it all back again and just go again, basically, as far as sell a good chunk of them if they can sell. And just grind my way back through the streaks if I can. I just don't think it's worth keeping them all right now. Like I just need to detox from them a little bit. I'm kind of sick of them, if I'm being honest. And I've put a lot of sort of because I've had a couple of wins in the Super A already. I had the third, I had the 10th, so I've like reinvested that. Bought like a Shaloi, unique classic and whatever. So I've kind of like reinvested that quite heavily. Bought like an in-season Capis, who probably is going to get benched now that Moreno's going to go to Dallas, I think, on loan. But regardless, I don't know. I just kind of I was only playing rare because I had like a streak going. I kind of fell into it. Like beginning of the season, I had my heart set on like why I bought the Markow off you and bought the Maxi, and like I was quite happy just to like run the super rare stuff, side by side, the New York stack, the Toronto stack, and whatever. And I just fell into the streak. Like I wasn't planning. I didn't go hard at all start of the season. Like I said, I think I bought like a little bit of an Austin defensive stack. I bought it was like a couple of I bought the Columbus keeper. I had like 2 or 3 keepers, and I just went on a little run, and then that
Yeah.
run turned into trying to hit the biggest streak, and I'm just quite happy to just kind of get rid of a decent chunk of them and bank a bit of cash for a bit and just sit on it and see how far I can go with whatever I've sort of got left. And if I need to bring in some guys for 4th streaks and 5th streaks, fine. Because the cumulative rewards are really fun. Like they were obviously more fun in the 3rd streaks, but like the triple streak, sorry, but they're still great. Like if you can get onto the 3rd, 4th, 5th streak and you're hitting it with 2 or 3 lineups, like you're laughing. And of course, you need serious depth to do that. So you could argue, what's the point selling? Fine, there is definitely that argument. But because I wasn't planning on going this hard, it's kind of hard for me to keep the cards.
Hmm. How many
You
times? Like,
know,
what was the most additive rewards you had?
1800 on the 4th streak. So like, one hit was 1200, second hit was 600.
So two, like basically two lineups.
Yeah, two. I did two, two, two. I think
Hmm.
2 on the 3rd, 2 on the 4th, and then I might have done 2 on the 2nd. But I took Essence the one time. I can't remember, but obviously it's not much cash on the early levels. I actually hit the 2nd limited streak this past weekend with my rares, which is just a nice little kick in the balls. I won like 6,000 Essence, which I used. I crafted like a Royce and Bogus. It was okay. It was fine.
The next
So
step
I'm
is
on that
cash too,
technically.
isn't it?
Yeah, next step's cash. Yeah, 3rd streak. So I'll probably play that before the rare one, right? I mean, I might as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I might do leaderboard first for the first 2, but then the other, the other lineups, then they might as well go into limited. Honestly, similar to how I had a little 5th streak going in Challenger a couple of weeks ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, I probably will do that. Honestly, I think it's $25. I think, 25.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. But you're right with the shared pool though. That does give you that thing of like, well, should I just go really hard in streaks, regardless of what streak I'm on, because of that, the Grand Prix payout thing. Like, there is that element to it. I think that's really clever from Sorare. Like had that not been there, then the obvious answer is just like put your best team in leaderboards if you're on a really low streak. I think. Whereas now with the Grand Prix, as we've seen with like Deke, he was on a 4th or 5th streak or whatever streak he was on, 2, whatever, but he ends up winning. He ends up winning the 50k essence. Now that's not going to happen every week, but it's nice if it does happen,
Sure.
and kind of offsets anything you would have won in the leaderboards. So yeah, it's tricky. It's really tricky. I like it though. I like having that element of choice. Like we haven't had that for ages, right? Because but one lineup right now counts as leaderboard and streak in Europe.
Yeah. Do you like the separation, or have you not really had the opportunity to like figure it out because you were streaking so quickly?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I've just been in like a tunnel vision, to be honest. Like I've not
Yeah.
really, although I have played the leaderboards, I've not won any cash on there so far in rare. So yeah, but I do think it's really interesting for people like Yippee Kaye says. Like I don't want to play streaks. Like I'm more than happy just to eat a DMP in leaderboard MLS with the upside of like winning the money on there, or the essence or whatever, and you don't get relegated. Like there is elements to it where I think it is interesting, like that play style of splitting them with no divisions. Is that better than being able to be in, D1s right now with streak and leaderboards? But the downside is, well, you could get relegated if things go terrible for you as far as DMPs go, poor scores. At least in MLS right now in leaderboards, you can just roll reset every week and it does not matter. There's no, oh, like I could get relegated this week if that doesn't happen, or you don't have that worry. And I think that is a nice place to be. I really do.
It it does feel like that. Um, the lack of divisions made me like I don't like divisions, but I don't hate them. Like I'm kind of just in they are what they are. But it sure feels better without them. Like I hate
Oh,
to put it that way.
that's probably the best way to describe it. Like, yeah, you'll
Yeah.
play them, but yeah, it is nice not having to worry about them. Like they're just independent weekends. There's just nothing you do this weekend will affect next weekend, basically, at all in leaderboards, which is obviously the complete opposite to streaks. So streaks are tough. Streaks are really, really tough. Like especially when you got again to the higher levels. Um, I do like not that it really matters, but the fact that you can only do four streak lineups and two leaderboards, as opposed to 5 and 1 in limited. I do kind like looking back. It would have like I would have liked it for last weekend had I had 5 lineups going in, just because of like the amount of quality I had. It would have been, yeah. If you've got 5 lineups, it's probably better than having four, right? If you want to try and hit a streak, and that would have been nice. Like there is an advantage to that. Like on paper, it is easier to hit in limited. It just has to be, right? You've just got more lineups going out for
Hmm.
you to battle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think that leaderboards get a lot harder?
I think so. Yeah, Don Q says it there, but you'd have to think so, wouldn't you? I don't know how much harder they can get in limited, really, because you can only play one lineup. Although obviously the personnel can change. Fine. I don't know. I don't think you'll see more lineups in leaderboard necessarily. I just think will you see a little bit better quality? Yeah, but will it be noticeable? Noticeable? Sorry, I'm not convinced. I don't know. I don't think it'll be as crazy. Now in rare there might be, because you've got two lineups, and if I'm switching things around, if I'm going my best two in there now compared to my worst two, like last weekend, let's call it, yeah, maybe there will be more. But in limited, there's less move around, right? There's only one lineup that can go in, and everyone was probably playing it anyway. Yeah, okay, the quality is obviously could change, but I'm still not convinced it could be that different. But it will, yeah, it will get a bit harder.
What do you do if you can't sell any of these cards? Like, are you going to just keep pricing them to make sure they sell?
Yeah, I mean, I sold the Paul this morning. He was a craft a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'm not like bothered. It's international break, so I don't really want to like look into it. Like it's kind of no point in a way. Like I'm quite happy just to like test this once the game week sort of almost upon us, because I know there's people going out for the fifth streak next week. 2 weeks time or 3 weeks
Mm-hmm.
time, and so that'll be when I'll be like more interested in selling. Although I do have a lot of them up for sale for now. If I get any bites, I get any bites. But yeah, as long as they're in and around what I kind of paid for, like I'm quite happy just to take the hits. Like I will lose money on like the amount of like collection bonus guys I kind of bought and stuff like that, which is part of it. Like I'm more than happy to lose a couple hundred my chances were to win X thousand this past weekend. It is what it is. Like that's just part of it. But like, some of the cards of like Marcao is probably like a couple of cards have probably gone up roughly. Some might have dropped it. It probably all evens out a little bit. But yeah, as long as I'm in and around where I spent, I'm not too bothered. But yeah, then that gets us on to like, what are the prices going to be like? That's an interesting one. 2 weeks time, how will MLS prices look compared to? But I really do think I feel like we saw the decrease in price a couple of weeks ago rather than like just before or after the fifth streak. Honestly, do you feel? Well, probably the worst, not the worst, but not a great person to talk to because you weren't really buying in season cards. I weren't buying MLS in season cards, so someone in the chat will know better than me. But the rares definitely took a hit like 2 or 3 weeks into the season, I would say, because people had already lost their streaks early on. So there weren't even that many people who would like miss the fourth or whatever selling out, or maybe it was like missed the third and sold out. But I feel like it happened way before I was buying those fifth streak cards.
It's funny you say that it was on the rare side because I feel like the limited one dropped, or I feel like somebody mentioned a drop, and then they were like, they had to preface it by, it was like, oh no, I'm talking about limiteds.
Right.
But Mike said they bottomed out after the third streak, and Don said limiteds are basically half now of what they were some weeks ago.
Yeah, I can definitely believe that. But I also think limiteds seem to have like started a lot higher than maybe I expected. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. So Dryer.
I mean, like a week ago. Let's see.
140. Yeah. Dryer's like selling for like £90 now, and he started off at like 160s. It's about half what Don Q said. Roughly.
I mean, this is definitely a drop for limiteds. My God, someone paid $292 for a limited card.
Wow.
Yeah, $245, and now it's like $120. Yeah, I mean, it's basically half.
Yeah. And he scored really well this past weekend. Okay, he had like 2 dodgy games or a dodgy game.
Right, said my Hoyos is not half what I paid.
Yeah, did he come out of the gate expensive? I can't remember with Hoyle. I've got a rare, and he is actually roughly what I paid.
Rickamon said limited dropped way more than rare, but mostly because they were too high.
Yeah, that's really what I think, honestly. I think they were way too high out of the gate. Yeah, I mean, Hoyos was like, £15-16, and now he's like 4 or 5. Yeah, someone auctioned for £8. Honestly, it's not too different. Some of them are lower, but like we're looking in the realm of like a half, a third.
Yeah, I'm self-reporting a skill issue.
Yeah, you kind of got to foresee that, I think. And that was kind of where I was really comfortable buying the cards for the fifth streak, because for the most part, I weren't paying first week prices, right? Like I was just paying, the sort of discount of people missing out on streaks of third and fourth streaks that wanted to get out. So yeah, like it kind of happened in a nice way for me, I think, although I haven't got out of a lot of those cards yet. But yeah, I wonder how that looks in 2 weeks' time. Because like if you miss the first streak, you could be on the fifth streak now, if that makes sense. Because this will be the 6th week of MLS. And so I'm sure we don't know the numbers, I guess, so I do, but I'm sure that, I know there's people in Rare that are on the fifth streak going for this upcoming next game week. So, or next MLS game week. So yeah, there might be a few opportunities to get out of some of the bigger cards that I just don't really need right now in where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know how the international break will actually affect things. Everyone's just playing sets, so I don't think anyone cares about fifth streaks and stuff right now.
I can't remember a more boring international break than this one.
I mean, it's so boring. It's not because of Wales.
Well, sure. I meant from like a Sorare
perspective. It is kind of terrible.
Like we It's so bad that they're like, hey, let's cover friendlies.
Yeah, that is like the nut low of so rare announcements, isn't it? We're covering friendlies,
I
but
I've heard a couple people say they had to do it because of set. If they were just in set, I think that would be better.
yeah, that would honestly make more sense, to be honest. Because yeah, there was a couple of games. It obviously wasn't much, but the friendlies just kind of muddy the water a little bit. Because yeah, there's going to be so many players you think are gonna play, but they just don't because they've just played 10 games in a row for their club and they're friendlies. Like it's not meant to, you're just not meant to win, really. Like it's just to see guys that haven't played before, maybe, or under the new manager or whatever, new formation. And yeah, it's just a money grab for the nations, really, for the most part.
Yeah, I genuinely don't understand. I mean, it is what it is. But there are going to
Right.
definitely be people who complain about like the goalie halftime sub and they don't get the clean sheet, and it's like
Yeah.
there's always going to be something.
100%. But yeah, Donkey says their revenue wise a great international break for Sorare. I mean, we don't know, but yeah, I'm sure it's everyone I know seems to have spent money on sets. So I spent 99p because I had 7 gems and I wanted at least 10 to just open one pack. So I bought like the lowest thing. I didn't get anything in the pack, so I've got like 3 gems left over, whatever that is. Because you can't do anything with 7 gems, which is sad.
I have 5. Can't do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, at least if you bought 5, you're just flat. Like I was at 7. It was kind of more annoying.
Oh yeah, because now you're at
Uh,
2.
yeah, I'm like at 2, and I don't want to spend any more right now. I can't even make a team. I couldn't even make a team for the midweek, even with like 100 cards. I heard you say you had 100 cards. I can't even make a lineup.
I
I
have a
just don't
lineup for
have
this
international
midweek.
players. Do you? I don't think I got one in time. I definitely can't get one for the weekend. I can tell you that. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be tricky.
Here it is. Oh wait, hold on.
But I wonder if that was intentional in a way, Lid, the fact that that's actually a good team. The Balogun as well. The fact that they launched during international break, I wonder if that's something that they kind of wanted in a way. Because like they're slower for card revenue weeks, right? Just in general. There's just less players playing and utility and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's certainly more excitement going on because of it than the international break would normally have.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they, I'm
Definitely.
guessing if they didn't have this launch, they wouldn't have done the friendlies, and then like the competitions would have been nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'm in agreement there, definitely. But yeah, I've seen so many people ripping, and like good amount of like they're not spending like £10. People are spending like £100 or $100, and like
So
they're
Tolga's here
going for
saying
it.
the collection missions are out, which means you can probably get essence from those collection missions, buy some more packs, and then you'll get a lineup.
So I've done all that, and I still don't have a lineup.
Wow, you're just really bad at
Yeah,
packs.
I mean I have a lineup, but they're like 40% on to play and stuff. I'll show you now. Well, I don't have a keeper unless Lammens plays for Belgium. I have Lucas Højbjerg who's 40% on. I have a defender who's 60% on. Sorry, for like Slovakia. Fine. My midfielders, I've got 70% on. Wolves player playing against Australia. Strikers where it gets tricky. I have a 30% Amon Broja, who like might play but probably don't. So okay, I have a lineup, but won't no starting striker, no starting goalkeeper, a starting midfielder, starting defender, probably, and maybe not an extra player.
Hmm.
Does that win me 280? Do I get 280 points there? I really don't think so.
Don't think so.
260, yeah. 280.
Mike
But
said
yeah,
we're
I did all the
criticizing
missions.
them for trying to retain engagement. We weren't
No, not at
criticizing
all.
them.
No, no. We're just pointing out that was definitely a skill issue.
Yeah. Pico
Top
player
lip.
said, my excitement for set
Cool.
already died, along with an error where I can't even access both football and NBA. Pico player has gone all in on set.
But how is his excitement dead then? I know it's because of the error, I guess, but
That's probably it. Tolga confirms skill issue.
yeah, it could be a skill issue for sure. Yeah, I would have loved to have got a lineup out and stuff, but there was so many missions and stuff coming through this morning. I was just like, whoa. Like I won like a couple thousand essence. Then I started ripping like Prem players, and then I started ripping League One players. So I did a little bit of all three just so I could like cover some of the initial initial missions.
Yeah, that I
It was
was.
nicely done.
It was. I was basically ripping packs for like 10 straight minutes by
Nice.
just like rip pack, collect mission, rip pack, like stuff like that.
Yeah, literally. I don't have any of the cool cards. I have 2 of the orange cool cards. If that makes sense. You know, like how it's laid out, like on the, if you go to sets, and then it separates them by like
I was just
common,
gonna
I
go down.
guess, and then yeah.
I don't
So
think
you
I
have
can.
3 of the 2. Yeah, you click those like shapes, and you'll be able to just filter.
I don't think I can see yours.
No. I was just saying I have 2 of those, you have 3, and then I have 8 and you have 14 of those. I guess they're shiny.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
have 2 more cards than you.
It's a pretty obvious skill issue.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the set gods didn't want to, you know,
Ooh.
reward me.
Are you swiping or tapping to open, which is a key trick?
Ooh. I'm definitely not swiping. I'm a clicker or tapper. What are
Is
you?
that to
You
open
a
the pack
swiper?
or to move to the next card?
I don't know. I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna assume opening the pack,
So
but I
I
don't know.
mostly tap to open the pack, and then I'll like
Swipe the card.
throw the cards away. Like I don't tap the card. I
Yeah, like
actually like
I get
drag it
scared when I
out.
do that. I don't want to like get rid of a card that I didn't want to, so I'm a bit like I just like clicking. I lie. I did swipe one of the packs, and maybe that was when I had a good card. So there may be something to that, like swiping on the pack grip
Right.
instead of the old click.
Do you,
Hmm.
which I didn't even know was a thing until Nept told me yesterday. Do you, when you get a wheel spin, do you actually watch it spin?
No, I didn't know about this thing up until like probably 2 weeks ago, but now I just let it. I don't let it go. I just click straight away. I don't want to wait. I thought that you could just click anything you wanted for like 3 seconds, like or you spin and then it's like spinning the wheel is, and then I thought wherever you click, you just get that, but that wasn't the case.
No.
Sadly, that would have been cool though, like if you could catch it.
It reminds me, I saw
Ma-
this like Instagram reel. It was from the Red Bull account. Do you follow them at all? They have some
No,
really
but
cool
I can.
stuff on it. Just like have their Red Bull athletes doing like wild stuff. But one of them was like a reflex test. So it was like
Hmm.
a formula. Well, it's like a race, like light countdown. And then like they had to push a button as soon as it like essentially went green.
Oh yeah,
And it's just wild how fast these guys are.
yeah. Yeah, it's like those people who can like, on like a calculate, no, on like a timer or stopwatch, and you get it on like 10 seconds
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
dot. You do that in school for hours.
Hours.
I used to
Hours.
that used to be my day sometimes. Just boom, 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 boom. Just
Yeah.
clicking. That's what we used to do, I swear. Yeah, I miss that.
Maybe that'll be a new form of content for us. How quickly we'll just do it.
Yeah, like OCD clicking, and yeah, there's definitely something to it. ASMR. Yeah, we'll do ASMR clicking.
Clicking. Ricomon said we've tried that with football players. It's not that impressive. I wouldn't expect them to be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought
Yeah, I
this
don't
up on
know.
a show actually. They did that in Drive to Survive. They had Tyreek Hill, like the Dolphins wide receiver, do that one where
Uh-huh.
they're like holding two tennis balls and they drop them and you have to like catch them down. And it's, I
Yeah, yeah.
forget which driver was it that did it. I can like picture his face, but I can't remember his name. But he's just like, Tyreek Hill has to like catch him by his knees, and the other guy's just like,
Oh,
and it's
are you
like
sure?
insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling, but I will play sets. I'm not gonna go all in. I think this is a tricky part of the season because of like Champions Leagues and stuff. And I'm not saying nobody will hit the stuff, the targets, because there is bonuses this time round, which on paper makes things a lot easier. But bonuses don't matter if players DMP and sub off at half times, and so like that. It just doesn't matter. So got to be careful with that. But it's a lovely incentive. Like on the surface of things, I think it's really interesting. But I think like team selection wise is going to be really like lineup selection. It's going to be really important because there's so many midweeks that matter, and especially for the big players, which is where you get those bonuses from, right? Like Yamals and stuff. Like, well, they're going to still be in the Champions League, and just depends how far they go. Like there might be some, sort of like hacks around it if they go out or whatever. And fair play. Like I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure people will hit it, whether that's the 100 or I know some hit the 1,000 last time round. I know where
Mm-hmm.
they reduced it. Did anyone hit it before the reduction? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like service says there, 7 players hit it. They did, but they hit it on a reduced amount, which is like they still hit it. I mean, like they still have the cash, but
I
will
know.
they reduce it?
Yeah, Yorkie was one of them, and
Yeah,
his spent. I don't know if he said how much he spent. I mean, he spent like less than the 1,000.
right. Definitely less than 1,000. Yeah, which
Mike,
makes sense. I just don't know if you can replicate it this time round. Maybe,
yeah, I
maybe.
don't know. Mike, it was Pierre Gasly. That's who it was,
Hmm.
the F1 driver who did it. Um, the yeah, I don't know. Oh, Don said he thinks Yorkie spent about 200 pounds.
I'm sure you did say that in your
I thought that's what he
Discord.
spent
Yeah.
now. I can't remember if that's what he spent
Uh,
for the other one.
I think he spent more this time. Sure, he said like 400 or something this time round.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because remember when you were saying to him like if you spend 500 and win 1,000 it's still good type of thing
Yeah, I
last night.
thought. Yeah, I thought that was. I thought that one was just an example. It wasn't, but it could be. I don't know.
Kind of, but yeah.
I know I won't spend that.
No, I can't see me spending anywhere near that, to be honest. Although, if you want a great chance of it, you clearly have to just get, just play the pack RNG and hope you get all the big boys. No, I don't know. I feel like I'll just enjoy doing it without that. I've got enough other things going on to where I don't need the sweat of sets as well.
Hmm.
I get it. I get why someone would. Um, but yeah, I just don't need that sweat necessarily.
If Sorare would buy back all of my K League cards for what I paid, I would put half of that into set.
How much do you think they give you in a realistic world?
$5.
Are your best guys still injured?
Three of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Frankie said 1,000 is so difficult. I put 99, well, $100 in, and the goal is to win 100 twice. I don't think anyone could target the 1,000 as a real chance unless they lowered it again. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Frank. But you got to say that the bonuses are going to help. Like having 30% Yamals and stuff. Players who are 100 capable, that is 130 points, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a way different game with the bonuses.
Oh, it
Like way
completely
different.
changes it on his head. Yeah. But those players with the bonuses have to produce, basically.
Sorare Soul, I'm not appreciating my K League struggles. You would have done better with that money spent on set. Yeah, maybe.
Mm,
Maybe.
potentially. But yeah, Wales have a massive game tomorrow, led
Mm-hmm.
at home to the Bosnians.
You gonna do a watch along?
No, I'll be too nervous.
Hmm.
I'll end up crying if we lose. So I don't think the Sorare community need to see that.
Surface, the targets are the same as the last one before they drop them.
Mm-hmm. So that tells me they're not going to drop the targets personally. That's what that would indicate to me. They're giving us the edge on the bonuses on this side rather than them obviously swapping things around after a couple of weeks or whatever. Which, like you said, it is a different game. It is interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Holty's asking if you looked back at that old stream where you looked slightly younger. That I sent you the screenshot.
Yeah, you sent me the screenshot. Yeah, I did. Yeah, skinnier times. They better lock up the Wonderwears or Begovic. I know, we're worried. We are worried as a nation.
Do you think this is a long-term plan to replace Pro? The percentage boosts kind of reflect the scarcity system. No.
Nah, I don't think it's enough. Like, I just don't see how that would take over the whole game as much as everyone seems to be playing it. So, like, you could argue it is taking it over, but from like a revenue perspective, I just don't see it actually. I know it probably scales well, doesn't it? Because it's packs and there's an unlimited scarcity, right? So that scales, but I just don't think it's realistic enough for like everyone to want to play that to be the only game where we like know how hard it is to hit. Yeah, there's packs and everyone loves packs, but it's just so hard to where, yeah, you can be in the real minority and hit it. Like we said, Surface said there's 7, fine. I just don't think that's enough for like that to be the whole game. I don't know whether you agree or not, but
Totally agree. I see no reason for it to not coexist.
Yeah,
like both can exist perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Pico player saying the last time the max bonus was 5% and now it's 45%.
Yeah, it is. But like you can only get that on certain cards, am I right, Led? Or can that be on any? Yeah, okay. The same, right? If all those cards are injured, Led, well then it doesn't matter, right? Like if all 10 of the players who have bonuses on them are all injured for whatever reason, touch wood they're not, well then we're just back to square one.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you can't get like a 45% Yamal. Like there are only certain players that can have that percentage, and he's not one of them.
Which makes sense. that checks out. I can see why they've done that.
Yeah. Good time to launch him when we have basically nothing better to play. Yeah. It's funny. I mean,
I honestly think it's the best time ever, actually, in a weird world. I know the games are weird, but as far as like launching something when like you don't have to compete with auctions as much, you're not going to get a better time than the international break, right?
It's funny because I was like, did they really launch this like during an international break? And then the more I thought of it, it was like just what you said. It's not really competing with anything else, and it seems to make sense.
I think so. No, I really do. But yeah, as far as the K League goes, I can't see me jumping into the K League after unsuccessfully taking down the MLS streak. I just can't afford to anymore. I'm on the breadline. MLS breadline.
So no thought of just keeping all the cards and just jamming them in each week and just seeing what you can win?
Maybe I just don't. I think I have too many right now. I do. I need a clear out. Sometimes you just need a clear out in life. Like your room gets messy, or the living room's messy, and there's just things that shouldn't be there sometimes. And I think there's just players in my gallery right now that just don't need to be there. It's almost more of a distraction than it is like an advantage maybe, despite there being some good cards. There's just too much going on. I need to get rid of the RDPs and the players that like they just don't need to be there. They're better off having a better home outside of my four walls. No, I can't do it to myself. I'll give someone else a better chance of trying to hit their fifth, and like you saw your Schultz do well this past weekend. You saw my Markow or your old Markow wasn't even in. I couldn't fit him in anywhere. Basically, is the issue. I could have played him in my streaks in a weird world. I actually sent Gator like a random lineup with him in, and he was like, that might be the play. And I was like, probably should have been the play. Although the defender actually scored worse than the mid. So, but anyway, yeah. No, I'd rather see them have a better home, maybe some of the better ones. And yeah, if we reunite in a couple weeks' time, maybe if I'm on a 4th or 5th streak, so be it. But yeah, I just want to enjoy the MLS. I don't need to have all these good cards. I really don't.
JPS makes this very good observation that even like a new 5th streak is only 200 more than you got from the 4th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like realistically, I probably should. I mean, it's easy to say, hindsight 2020, but after hitting the 4th streak, I was probably better off just not buying anything new. Really, I know that's obvious to say, but as far as like, because I hit that 4th streak twice and hit the 3rd streak twice, like that was, I probably should have just been happy with kind of what I had in the gallery before then. Again, it's so easy to say that, obviously, but yeah, you've got to go for it, I think, at the end of the day. And
agreed.
And I did. So, yeah, like I did, and whatever.
Minito said, do you guys think World Cup on Sorare will be the new set mode in the future? Yeah, I think set is basically the only thing that'll be available during the World Cup.
They're going to make a killing for the World Cup set, surely.
I agree. Andrea said you were never going to do that. They're just keeping your players.
No, but like in a weird world, I probably had a lineup like, well, I know I would. Gilavogi, Guilherme Marcao was 90, 100. I already had them before the 3rd streak. And there was I'm just thinking back now. Did I have a keeper that scored? I mean, I know I wouldn't have played Daniel, but I'm trying to think of like a realistic keeper that I had before. Maybe not. Well, no, that's a lie, actually. I had Lloris and Porteous. I think if I did Lloris, Porteous, Marcao, and Guilherme, who I played them all in leaderboards just in separate lineups, and then an extra player, let's just call it Messi, that hits it. And I did have that lineup. I just obviously didn't play it. Yeah, easy. I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, Sets World Cup's going to be crazy, I think.
Yeah.
JPS says licensing would be the problem. Probably not wrong. That's the only hiccup. Yeah, that would be a disappointment if we didn't have some of the like really good players at the World Cup. Like that's to me where like sets won't work for me. What do you think on that? Like, is it worth still having sets if you can't have like Olise and Kane and whoever, Musiala's and all the German boys? And what do you think?
No.
You think it's just worth doing
I think they're going to do it. Like, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're
going to do it, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a little different. I don't know. I don't know how they get away with it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I mean, they had them previously. Like, they had non-licensed players previously in a common mode game. So maybe they're not, even that, like not being able to get a Kane special edition is probably a bummer. But who knows?
Mm-hmm. 2 seconds. Let me check on baby trades.
Yeah. Holty said, Laird, when are you jumping in on MLS? I have like a handful of MLS in-season limited cards that I have been playing in Leaderboard. And I don't see myself getting into rare. I haven't done any streaks. I don't know. I don't know if I won't like really get into it. Can't wait to use Kerry Hayne. That's a great one, Dobsy. Remember the Global Club? We just had silhouette players for unlicensed before. Yeah, like in Rivals. I would assume they do the same thing. But I'm not sure like how much you can do special edition wise for Kerry Hayne.
Because that's one of the things why people are loving this set so much, is because like how visually they look, right? Like the cards are looking pretty cool. That becomes tricky if you can't get a picture of Kane or Elise or whatever.
What if they were all just drawings that Tolga did?
I wouldn't really mind. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just get AI to draw some like cartoon versions.
It's like MFL going backwards.
Yeah, just going back to the stone ages of yeah, animation. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. So I guess that'll be. Will that be the next set after this one? Yeah. See, it would be amazing if we had like sticker book collection type of vibes for the World Cup, like we did with the National Series cards. Like, if they could do National Series in sets, now that is a game changer. I'm telling you, an absolute game changer. Like, if Wales make it, obviously I'd be ripping packs until I got every single Welsh card. You know, like that is just going to happen.
Tolga says the creative team has much better ideas than him drawing.
No, don't
Don't sell
underestimate
yourself
me, Brian.
short.
Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The Andy Black Art Studio. Yeah.
But no, if they can do that, National Series vibes, obviously better. You know, I mean the designs are fine, but if they improve on that, but have the National Series type of like, because was there scarcity in National Series? I guess there was, wasn't there? Because you had like diamond and gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have the full diamond whale set, or did you just not?
I do have a full something. I just don't think it's that. I think it might be the gold one. Whatever the not the best one was. I think it was gold. So I think diamond was the best. Gold, silver, bronze. I've either got all silver or gold for sure.
I had
Missed those cards.
I'm confident that I was the first person on the platform to have a full USA collection.
Yeah, I do think you were, honestly.
I don't even know how to find them now. Like on the
Neither
site.
do I. I was just thinking. Like, how
There's
would
probably
we
a
even find
toggle
them?
somewhere in the settings that who knows? I can't.
There is some in the settings, like no common or something, or
Yeah,
yeah.
I was joking with someone the other day because Jimmer. Yeah, how do I? There's a way to get like the market, the floor for a messy National Series card was like $50 or something like that, and he was just like,
No
"Oh, how
way.
about that?" Like, I think more
That's
National
funny.
Series cards get moved than we think.
I'm sure.
Sure, search for a player you have. I don't think it shows up that way. Does it? No.
Oh,
Oh wait. Oh wait. Wait a minute.
wow. Really? It shows up that way.
But it doesn't show like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've got the gold ones. I'm just looking at my Bale here. Spent £5 on the Bale.
Worth it.
Oh,
Okay, here we
definitely.
go. Yeah, you can get an Armani for $20. Emmy
Wow.
Martinez for 114.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my collection here. Yeah, I've got the whole thing on the screen. That's amazing. 26 out of 26.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 52nd ranked. So that means 50, like loads of us have them, basically. Well, that's
I'm
not
trying to
fun.
think of. Shout out to Andy Black, as Gio Reyna is one of the ones I remember from being in the collection. Like, there you go. Whole thing.
Yeah, this is wild. Harry Wilson. I do remember there was like Sorare definitely had some sort of licensing thing with the national teams, because I remember speaking to my auntie who still works there, and she's kind of said that like they kind of Sorare, there was something, where Sorare approached, the Welsh national team, or however it worked.
Do you have an auntie that works for
Um,
Sorare?
no, for Wales,
Oh.
sadly.
Sourcewell said national series with a country specific design, like the Harangi Sakura vibes. Imagine Wales with dragons, USA with
Honestly,
cheeseburgers.
that's amazing. That's incredible. Is Ethan Horvath still alive? He is a starting keeper in the MLS, I'll have you know.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Come on, Frank.
Come on.
Show some respect for the goalkeeper of the worst team in Major League Soccer. Are they dead last?
Who's that?
Red Bulls?
Uh,
Oh, no, they're not.
yeah, they're not.
5 scored, 11 conceded. Yeesh.
Oh, I love these cards so much, honestly.
National
They need
Series
to
could
be
be the
something
name
like
of the
this.
next set. I feel like they wouldn't reuse a name.
Fine. Well, they
Or
actually,
maybe.
yeah, it's weird. So it says National Series on the card, but then when you go like at the top, it says Custom Series. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it's a good idea, though. I do think there's something to that if they could. But, I mean, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes for sure. But I'd like to think it's too late right now. But unless they've already got something in the pipeline, which would be great.
Surely they do.
You think?
Yeah.
I'll speak to my auntie and I'll let you know.
There
Well,
you
we
go.
actually, we're not in the World Cup, so we might not
Not
need,
yet.
they might not need.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, that's fair, actually, because a lot of the teams aren't decided right now.
Right.
So I wonder, yeah, that's really tricky. Especially for, like you said, like sticker cards, everything, isn't it? Like nothing's like sticker card collections like IRL, Panini and
Yeah,
stuff.
nothing's out. They can't do
Nothing
it
can
yet.
be out. Yeah. Hmm.
You got to get an old school sticker book?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. As long as, I mean, the prices are going to be astronomical even for the packs, aren't they? They're going to be like $3 a pack or something crazy. They were like 25 pence when I was a kid. Like the World Cup stickers, they were so cheap.
You're right. They are
Like
definitely not going to be cheap.
they're not going to be cheap, and it's going to be like 5 cards or 5 stickers a pack, and it's just going to be ridiculous. So I don't know. I need to find some sort of like little hobby. I don't know, like a card shop where I can just like swap for people and stuff.
You could always win $1,000 in set and then use that to buy the Panini sticker book.
That's true. That is really true. Potentially, yeah. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna spend to do that, but I wonder if anyone could ever hit the highest, even the hundreds. Have anyone hit the $100 without spending a penny? I wonder.
I don't know if anyone did. Ade said
print one
Panini
is
World
long
Cup
term.
stickers were 5p a pack for 6 cards when I was a lad.
Yeah, that's before my time. There might be whale stick. Yeah, wow. That'd be
You'll
cool.
soon be able to get a ticket to a World Cup game cheaper than paying for a pack.
Literally. So sad. I didn't think we were going to get onto National Series today, but that is...
No.
It's kind of down our alley, though. It makes sense. I remember going in.
Don said he got to the $100 streak but didn't hit it. And that was free to play.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have a nice little lay low for the next week or so, Sorare-wise. Hope Wales play tomorrow. Win tomorrow, sorry, and then another game probably next week. And we're back into the swing of things, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. We sure are.
Yeah.
All right. I just remembered, not that I just remembered, but I saw what time it was. My kids have a half day today, so I have to go
Of course.
do something.
Does this
They
school
never
ever
go to school. It's unbelievable.
I feel like Quinny says the exact same thing about his kids as well. Like they're just never in school. Like what's going on with the,
And we wonder why we're falling behind.
I know. Shocking.
Anyway, Thank you, everybody, for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny and all of his kids, too. I'll be back tomorrow. So are Andrews tomorrow. Don't you worry, Harry. Don't have to wait till Friday.
Little warm-up before the World Cup game for me. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. What time is the game? 3?
3:45, yeah.
Oh, perfect. So it might be members only of the Laird Social Club.
Ooh, that sounds like trouble.
And the reason I say this is there may be a video shared during the stream of halloumi being cooked.
Wow. This is like uncontacted tribe stuff. Wow. That is, if that's not a reason to join the Patreon, I don't know what is.
Patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, Laird Social Club. Link in the bio, or in the description, not in the bio. Check that out. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. Good luck with all of your pack openings. Don't forget to go outside.